Yo, what up, everybody? It's your guy, DJ Tommy, and I am in the outskirts of St. Louis, where we are getting hit with cold weather and a lot of ice falling from the sky. We got Big E, who is in a different climate.
Yep, very nice over here. And I played golf this morning. and it was almost making me sweat by the end of the day that I was done with golf around noon. So we're in very different areas.
Yeah, so I woke up this morning thinking we were going to already be piled on. And there wasn't a lot of snow this morning when I woke up at like 6 a.m. But over the course of the day, it started to build up. But it's been very windy, so it hasn't been fun. Like, I'm a big fan of snow. I like snow. Like, we go out and play in the snow. You know, we'll ride the four-wheelers in the snow. But today, hey, there's Magix.
I'm back.
But yeah, today hasn't been a good day for playing out in the snow. It's just too windy, and the snow that's coming down is like little hail. Ugh. What up, Magix? What's going on with you?
I think I'd rather be dealing with the hail, snow that you have than what I'm dealing with here. So,
what's going on? Did you
get
get flooded?
I would say no. I'm having an electrical issue. My 2 rooms and the front porch have no power. The rest of the house is fine.
Oh, you got a bad breaker.
Go flip the breaker, man.
I don't know. Yeah, so obviously that's the normal first choice. I did that and then went back to check the rooms and immediately smelled burning wires. Wasn't sure if it was from the studio or my bedroom, so I checked those and I was like, it's not very strong here. Hold on, let me go to the bathroom, and it's full of that burning smell from the bathroom. I'm 99.9% sure it is this walk-in tub that my brother had installed after he had a stroke that he did not pay a professional to do. And just paid some dudes to do it. And it's just
at the end of the day, even professionals are just dudes.
You're right.
I pulled the side off, and it has one of those four plug breakout boxes, and there's wires plugged into it. And I'm like, I don't remember that being black. I used to be silver, so I put on a glove and slid my finger, and it was nothing but charred, like burn stuff. So I pulled the 2 plugs out, and I was like, maybe I'll go try that again to see if that is actually it. And I went back outside, flipped the breaker again, and it's a 2-breaker line, and immediately one went back to half, and I went and checked the room, and it was smelling more smoke, so I just shut it all off, and had to call a electric company that happened to drop off a flyer a couple weeks ago.
Hey, what is your cell phone? Because Infinity, we lost. Well, we're losing you in and out. But yeah. Infinity ran off of his cell phone last weekend, and he seemed to be okay once he switched to his cell phone after having his dropouts. But so you got to be careful. I guess don't roll the dice. What are you gonna do? Like, have somebody come out and redo your wiring? I mean, that ain't cheap. You know what? You're too creamoed right now.
Hello, your computer has virus.
We do not hear what you are saying.
Yeah. E for effort.
All right, so I killed the video. Let me know if the audio comes through.
Okay, yeah, the audio is coming through.
So I killed the video.
All right. Oh, that might help.
I'll do it this way. I kind of figured it had to do that.
Let me find.
He just wants his voice heard.
Yeah, they're coming out tomorrow to take a look at it.
Okay. I was gonna say, let me find an avatar I could put in your box. Maybe I'll do that going forward. Is I'll have like freeze frames from past episodes. Since I'm recording all the streams now.
Nah, go ahead.
Oh, by the way, I got a hot cuppa because it is cold, so I'm combating the weather.
You gotta make a hot toddy. That way you get you still get the tea. It'll soothe your throat if it's hurting, and you'll still get some alcohol. There's always room for alcohol.
Yeah. And now that I got the fridge fully stocked out here, if I get through this tea, I'll probably walk over and grab a drink.
There you go. I'm surprised you didn't put it at arm's length.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how it would go because it's so cold outside.
He didn't want to look like an alcoholic because what it is. So have any of you ever had to get like electrical work like this done? Like what am I looking at hitting my wallet?
I've never had to deal with it.
The problem is it's going to depend obviously on what the problem is, but if someone comes out and needs to do some work, what they're going to do is they're going to do an overall inspection, just because if they're a licensed contractor, they can only do work that's up to code.
Yeah.
So if
you're inspect it for safety,
if your fuse box, let's say, or if you got too many taps, like little junction boxes, like behind your wall or wherever, like, there's limits to how many times, like city zoning or whatever it is that controls that kind of thing. Like they might say, oh, well, I came out, or the electrician might come out and say, well, I see the problem, but you also have this thing that's out of code where you got like too many junction boxes back here. So for me to fix that problem, I have to get this other problem in code, because if I don't, that comes back on me for touching your setup and not getting it up to code.
And then they start cutting open your walls.
Then they cut your walls open, and then they're going to give you the choice, like we can subcontract someone to fix your walls, that's going to come out of your pocket, that's going to get included in your cost. They'll get a little cut. Right. The electrician gets a little off the top, and then they're going to pay their subcontractor whatever his rate is.
Here comes the money.
Or they'll say the drywall yourself, just like hang a mirror over it or something.
Which I would suggest fixing your own drywall, but I know you won't do that. And it is kind of...
There's lots of TikToks about it.
Yeah, it is kind of... it depends on how you want it to come out, too. Because there's various ways to do it. Very easy and efficient ways, but very professional-looking ways as well. So it's tough. Plus, it depends on how much, because I wouldn't go around doing a bunch of drywall work either if it turns out to be a lot. But this is all just, possibilities. Right. It's not meaning what's going to happen, especially since you have an actual spot that is showing damage. But like Tommy said, if they really dig in, they might find other shit, and that's what's scary.
Yeah. Your best bet might to actually be have a handyman come out who may not be
coming out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say if they're not bonded, if they're not licensed, if they can usually cut corners and it's fine, like if you trust them.
I don't know.
There's not really, it's not really cutting corners if there's an obvious problem. Yeah. They could fix that problem and then your whole problem can be fixed. But if they fix that problem and it still happens, then they got to dig deeper, and that's when it gets crazy. That's when you might have to get an actual fully licensed electrician out there to figure it out. But I can almost guarantee that you whatever's smoking in that bathroom or whatever, that needs to be taken off of the main panel, and then they need to test your breaker. And if it blew your breaker, they just replace the breaker, which is no big deal. And then they leave those wires off, and they turn it back on to see, I'm sure there's better ways, but I'm just giving you like a quick breakdown of what this is like, what we do when we have power supplies that go bad and stuff, but they're not linked like through a bunch of shit, but usually find the main problem and then you kind of work back from there.
My diagnostic of it was kind of like, okay, this 4-port breakout box is blown. And I thought, why would this affect the other 2 rooms? And it would only affect the other 2 rooms if it's on the same chain and that broke the chain.
Yeah, it's not on a dedicated circuit. If it was on a dedicated circuit, other shit would work and that wouldn't. But because it's, like you said, it's daisy chained through to a few other outlets or yeah, that's what they do at all houses. So that way they don't have to. Yeah.
So feasibly, I'm thinking they should just be able to pull that breakout box, replace it, not plug in the bathtub because that fucker doesn't work. It ain't worked in 10 years. And power should be restored to the rest of the side of the house.
Well, and possibly fix the breaker too, because a lot of times when you have issues like that, that breaker goes bad. Okay. They might do it anyway just to make sure that nothing's wrong with the breaker and it goes bad on you down the road.
And that was my secondary was going to be to ask them to label the breakers accordingly because everything is like GFI plug and lights, GFI plug and lights, GFI. I have the washer and dryer. I have the garage and dining room, but nothing says what room this shit is in. So I'm like, this don't make no goddamn sense.
Just go start flipping switches.
I almost flipped the whole thing for the entire house, but I was like, I have a feeling if I do that, I'm going to fuck up more shit than it was already fucked up.
When did this start happening?
This happened approximately Saturday around 1:30 p.m.
Man, you're lucky nothing worse happened because that's the kind of shit that starts fires.
Yeah, so had anything else in your house or anything changed? Like
he's gone.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. That sucks.
Because usually there's kind of like a triggering event.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're lucky.
Yeah. A lot of times, though, I mean, it's probably just that chain on that circuit. So it's just unfortunately.
It was just a matter of time it was going to happen.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it happened to be in his room. It might be a bigger problem if it was his mom's, though. So
I'm surprised he doesn't have extension cords then, just like
that. I was going to suggest that, but yeah.
Just like run an extension cord. But now I've already messed up his scene, and I don't even remember what his permanent link was.
Oh shit!
Ninja. I'll have to go back. And look at the screen share because in everybody's screen share, I think it's the :S version. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I figured out why I kept disconnecting. My phone was connected to a VPN.
Gotta be safe.
Actually, got to make some money.
Oh.
It's one of those VPNs.
Oh. Yeah, so we did. I mean, Tommy brought up a good point. How come you don't just have some extension cords?
I thought about that. And then I thought about, so when I called the company to have them come out and see if they could come out that day or if they had after hours, she brought up a good point of, if it's an electrical issue, like if it starts at, she was like, I would recommend calling the fire department because if you smell that burning smell and you saw that scorch marks, you may have an electrical fire that's just sitting inside the wall and you don't know. And I was like, I'm going to wait and see if the smell dissipates because usually it'll dissipate within, let's say, an hour. And it did. And I was like, I could run extension cords. I was like, that's to get the extension cords to the rooms they need to be. They have to run across the hallway, and mom's is a walking trip hazard. So I was like, fuck it. The last thing I need is for her to shuffle her feet and then trip and get tangled up in a bunch of extension cords.
Don't you got some tape?
And then of course, it's going to be my fault because this has already been blamed on me.
Right. I mean,
This
it
has already
probably
been
is your
told that
fault.
this is my fault.
You
Yeah,
probably
it's
got some
definitely
plugs
because I
in.
live here.
Yeah.
It's because
It's
I
all
live
them
here.
lights and shits in your room.
Refrigerator.
All that
Yeah.
porn you be watching.
He literally said, "You got too many things plugged up," and I was like, "Everything I have is LED powered or runs off a laptop battery that trickle charges." I was like, "The Xbox and TV are two things out of a room with like 5 plugs, wall outlets in it." So I'm like, "How is this my fault?" I was like, "I'm just fuck it." So I just said, "They'll be out here on Monday." It's a constant thing, so it is what it is. I did think about the extension cord because the fucked up part is the modem is in my bedroom. And I thought, oh, well, I'll just move the modem and then I'll just charge the laptop and I'll use my Asus or Zorpa monitor, as a secondary monitor because I can run that off the laptop or I can run that off my phone. But the problem is there's no room for me to move the modem to that has power and a cable connection where it will power all the outlets. So if I move the one into my mom's bedroom, she won't be able to watch TV in there because as it is, the decibel signal on the line is not strong enough to run a splitter. So that's why they're all on individual ones. There's an amp that's outside in the box. If I move it into the room that no one uses, that's the main cable box. No one will be able to watch TV if I plug it in there. And then, of course, if I put it in the den where she actually watches TV 15 out of the 24 hours out of the day, she won't be able to watch TV, but she can use her phone. And, of course, I would be able to use the internet, but that's neither here nor there. So fun times. Hopefully tomorrow they'll come out and I'll get a break of some sort in life. But this is a simple fix.
What about work?
I won't be going to work tomorrow.
They won't tell you to drive into the office?
I can't open a garage door.
That's just convenient.
Yeah.
There's always
Emergency
this
cable.
little red handle.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me how you're going to get to that red handle if your car is parked directly underneath it.
It's pretty easy.
Sunroof.
The car ain't got no sunroof.
Well,
I can't back the car out. So I can't, there's no way to open the garage door.
These
well,
are
you're in
convenient.
California. California, they're so like employee sided that you could call out for any
Ironically,
reason.
Friday, they literally had a meeting that I was late to that was talking about if you have to call out for electrical problems, if your internet's out, you got to come in and finish your shift at the job. I was like, oh, well, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to drive into work because I'm not able to open the garage because of the electrical issues.
That shit's funny though, to say you can't open your garage. You would get laughed at around here. This is like I don't know. Hey, hold on. Let me bring up my PowerPoint real quick because I had a mixture of things going on with the PowerPoint. Oh, we didn't talk about this last time. Like we didn't really do a 2024 year in review like everybody else was doing on their podcast.
Nope.
So nothing. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. Music, blah blah blah. Top 50 podcasts. Oh well, I only have the top 10 here. The podcast that's getting a lot of attention right now is the Sean Ryan.
Yep.
Because of that shit with the Cybertruck. And now people are saying that that's all just staged. Like that whole interview and the letters, I guess. Because somebody pointed out that like when he was like, I guess he was like screen sharing like a suicide letter or something. And it had the spell check, like the underlined incorrectly spelled words and stuff. And on the receiving end, you wouldn't see that. You would only see that if you were in like the edit or draft mode of that email.
Or if you're doing a reply all or opening it.
Yeah, if you
Word.
replied to an email, then it might show you incorrectly spelled words. But if you were just looking at an email that someone forwarded you, you would not have the misspelled words underlined and emphasized and all that. I don't know. I just thought that's something that, like, if you were trying to fake it, that you might forget to check. Like, it might, like.
Or you're stupid. I'm gonna go with item number 2 because that aforementioned meeting that I told you we had on Friday, my supervisor did the exact same thing. And one of the girls called her out. Like, you could just screen share. She's like, oh, but I didn't want everybody to see all the other personal stuff on my screen in her inbox. So she just opened it instead of like double clicking to open it and Office or whatever virtual office she was using. I think she was using an Office online. She just opened it up to reply all and then scrolled and maximized that and then scrolled the window down to the body of the email. She's like, well, that way, this is all you need to see anyway. You don't need to see anything else that's on my screen. And I was like, ooh, someone's getting fired. Or she's doing some personal shit that she ain't supposed to be doing after she's telling us, y'all can't be doing personal shit.
Well, let me tell you a little bit. Because I didn't watch the whole Sean Ryan thing. I think I was watching a snippet that someone else was sharing. But
I thought I posted that in the room.
No, what the guy was saying was the reason why he blew up like he did what he did is to bring awareness to things that were going on, like secrets or something. And one of them is he was talking about the Dior bags. You gotta call them on TikTok. You gotta call them Dior bags. The drones off the East Coast. Yeah, if you ever see something about Dior bags, they're talking about the drones. So he's saying that they were Chinese and
China.
Ah, shit. My pedal's dead. Oh no, here it goes. It was in the multiverse. Yeah, so yes. But anyway, you know, we don't talk about that kind of shit here. We don't talk about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we do. Fuck that. I'll talk about it.
Here's something. I don't know if I know people know this, but you know, college players, you know, if you're popular, you get paid money. It's called the NIL. Oh, we lost Patrick.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got your audio. So the NIL stands for, what is it, like name, image, likeness, or something like that. And so the colleges are paying players for that now if they have a big social media following and if they're bringing attention to the sport. So this is just the top 5. Looks like all football, obviously.
Except for 5.
Yeah, 5. And 5 has the most following by far.
Oh, yeah. Wonder why.
I don't know if she's bringing viewers to like watch. I mean, she probably brings viewers to the stadiums that she performs at, but I don't think people are like watching like college gymnastics on TV.
Yeah, it kind of works for her because not only does she look good, but what her actual uniform is enticing.
Yeah.
Dude, I definitely watched college gymnastics ever since that a couple of years ago. There was a couple of them that were making news. I was like, yes, please. I will watch ESPN 8 video, Joe.
And now if we go to the big money, the big money. Yeah. Damn. This is just the Forbes top. And Elon is pulling away.
Larry Ellison is
Oracle.
Okay. I knew the name. I just couldn't remember what it was from.
Yeah.
Damn.
Him and Zuck are flip flopping like every other day. They flip flop depending on what their stock price is. Oh, we got Lou Cipher in the house. But Elon is just pulling away on his valuation there.
Yeah, almost doubling. Jeff
Bezos. Like 3 months ago, I think they were all neck and neck. I think Bezos and Elon were kind of flip flopping back and forth, but Elon just said, "I'm out of here."
How much did that incident boost his stocks, or did they take a hit?
I would think they would take a hit. But I don't know, because one of the positive things they're saying is, had that not been a Cybertruck, the explosion may have actually damaged the building. But because the Cybertruck integrity, the structural integrity of the Cybertruck, it kept the damage contained.
Yeah, that's part of the conspiracy is that they purposely did it in that truck to just have it be a show instead of do real damage.
Yeah, because they said it was loaded with fireworks and some other shit in there, and it didn't appear that he intended to ignite the batteries at all. Because, I mean, hell, we had a fire out in Phoenix where one of the battery places was on fire for like 4 days. So, I mean, I think it takes a lot for those Tesla batteries, and you have to intentionally do something to get those batteries to ignite. I mean, in which case, that's a truckload of batteries that's going to burn for a minute. So I don't think he had to do anything with structural integrity. I don't think he intended to do that. But then again, I've also heard some of the podcasts of that. It was you're not going to listen until we show you what can happen. And I think the biggest thing with that controversy isn't the fact that he did it, it's how he did it. Because they're saying that he didn't drive the truck himself. The truck drove itself, and he just put a cadaver in there. And he's still out there. Because if you think of it, you can remote control those trucks. So, and people are like, oh, no one would ever do that. No one would ever do it. Okay, well, motherfucker, here, I did it. Now what?
Yeah, and I guess he's unrecognizable. But no, he wasn't doing it as a jab to Tesla. Like he was trying to make a different point about the way the government's keeping all these secrets and shit. Oh no, I'm not saying he was going to jab Tesla. I'm just saying he was. But it wasn't many people. Yeah, it was just a show.
Yeah, I think because so many people think it's outlandish. They're like, oh, no, you would never do. People are like, hey, all you got to do is this, that, and the third. And people dismiss it. Oh, no one would ever do that. No, that's just dumb. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Well, look, motherfucker, he just did it. Look at all this other shit. If I can do this easily, why do you think you're being spoon-fed this information? Open.
Well, what's weird, what I thought was weird is that the Cybertruck pulled up to the same place, I guess, where it stopped ultimately and exploded, but it pulled up there several hours earlier. I think the reason it did that is so that they could mark something on a map. Like, you pull up right to where you want it to be, and then you mark your waypoint. Like you just push this position on the map, and then you drive away and go have breakfast or go get that cadaver, right? And plug in your full self-driving course to that waypoint, and boom, set your timers and everything's,
I mean, Infinity's not on here to back it up, but it sounds like you're just setting up points of interest. Like, when you do Google Maps, I'm like, all right, this is my home. And you type in an address and your phone's there. Then you go to work and you say, this is my work. And it grabs your GPS and it tracks your information. Like, oh, well, you took the 60 to I-10 to the 101 and blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is work. And then in the morning, hey, what's my travel time to work? Well, based on your usual route, your average travel time is going to be this, that, and the third. Well, if you do that with a Tesla and you say, drive me home, and you walk out of your work building, and now your self-driving car knows how to drive you home.
Yeah.
When you wake up, hey, take me to work. Your self-driving car knows exactly where to take you to work. It's literally you're setting those waypoints. And people think, no, that's too sci-fi. Nobody's going to do that. But it's already being done. Just like the whole drone thing.
Infinity
like the weather balloon.
Infinity said it tracks your eyes, though, when we were talking about the cadaver. And then just now he said it sees real-time traffic. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but...
So that's...
I know one of the things they brought up about the Dior bags. I was about to say Gucci bag. Gucci bag. The Dior bags.
Gucci bag.
They tied it into the whole weather balloon thing that happened before. They're like, you think there's just one of those up there? There's like dozens of those up there at any given point in time.
Yeah.
Doing communications and for the Dior bags and other things.
Yeah. All right. Oh, in more miscellaneous news, teachers in New Jersey don't have to pass.
Sorry.
So they passed something that says teachers that want to teach certain subjects like math, English. Yeah, I guess you just have to want to do it. You don't have to know how to do it. You just have to want to do it.
That explains a lot.
I don't know if it's that hard to find teachers. If it's that easy, I might be a teacher one day. I can teach things. I'm just not certified. I'm just not educated enough, at least on paper. You got your 2-year, right? Yeah, I just have a 2-year.
That's all you need.
No, you need. Well, I think in Illinois you need some kind of tracking. I'm reading the chat. Oh, sorry. No, you need a teacher's certificate. You got to pass an exam and get a teacher's certificate. At least in Illinois. So it sounds like, New Jersey hit different.
I thought it was maybe my stupid tablet being dumb, but I just pulled up TikTok on my phone and it's just
frozen.
Lots of lag and buffering.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. It was good last episode.
Yeah.
And it could be the weather here, but I don't show any drop frames on the YouTube stream. I can't see the drop frames on the TikTok stream because that's handled by that Atom plugin.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear like it's a side. It's like a side function. Forgot the name, but yeah. So New Jersey, shout out. Oh, so I just saw this. I thought this was interesting. So I asked Google, what was the start and end date of the Civil War? Because it had me thinking about something. 1861 to 1865. What's that, like 4 years almost?
Yep.
Now look at this. Look at the date A1 was invented.
What the hell?
It's just long.
It's
1862.
1862 is when A1 was set, incorporated or invented or whatever. So that got me thinking. So in the middle of the Civil War, someone thought, you know what would be good on this steak? While we're in the middle of the Civil War, is some sauce. This sauce.
This steak is kind of bland. Let's get some sauce on it. Let's make it saucy. What year was Jim Beam?
Ooh, I'm not sure on that one.
Best invention ever.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the backstory. I'm going to have to look into the backstory of A1 and how it ties into the Civil War, if at all. But I thought that was pretty interesting that it just happened to coincide in the middle of the Civil War.
I mean, what is so hard to think about that? I mean, what?
I mean, just the fact that we're worried about steak sauce in the middle of a war.
I don't think it came about as steak sauce. I think they came up. I think somebody came up with some shit because they were out of everything else, and it came up with that, and then it caught on. But I mean, why would you show this for like right after the lake?
I was gonna ask if this is really talking about an erection or actually an election in Asia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do Asians do die on erection?
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Did they go for missionary or not?
Mrs. DJ Tommy had sent me a joke too. Let me try to tell it without messing it up. Why do people in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
Oh, because Dawn battles all the Greece.
Well, because
Or some shit like that.
Dawn is close. Dawn is tough on Greece.
Right.
Oh, hold on. I had one more little funny snippet. Let me see if I can not ruin it. Oh, Mrs. DJ Tommy was out driving the other day, and she called to tell me that she saw a fox on her way to work. So I asked how she knew that the fox was on its way to work. And then she hung up on me. I kind of ruined it. Rank things.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Did we already do this one? Lunch meat? I don't think we did lunch
No.
meat. All right, let's do some lunch meat. Salami. Oh, Joey's going to do infinities. Oh, no, infinities on. He can do infinities.
Yeah. Salami.
I'm going one.
Oh, infinity's going 4. Oh, Magix, you're going 1 with salami?
Yeah, growing up.
Damn, you got memories tied to that.
I'll go 3.
All right. I don't hate salami.
I don't either, but
It's just not one it's not on my list of choices. Sliced turkey.
Mm.
I'll go 2.
Oh, infinity's going 2.
I'll go 3.
Peppered turkey is very good for sliced turkey.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh. Wait, are all these lunch meats that you can buy like in the lunch meat section, or are we talking about other shit as well?
Just the lunch meat section. Bologna.
Okay, bologna.
Bologna.
you can go 5 for me.
No, I'm not a
I
fan.
want to go either 4 or 5.
I like bologna.
Nah.
I'll go 4 because I have a feeling you're gonna put something weird on there.
Infinity's at 3.
Okay.
Fried bologna would get a higher
Roast
rating.
beef.
I don't really. I'll go 4 and take my chances with 1.
I can't think of what else might be out
I don't
there.
really.
Infinity's going 1 for
1
safety.
for safety. Not a bad choice.
And Big E's the
Okay.
opposite.
Yeah.
I'll go 2.
All right. What could 5 possibly be here?
Damn.
Spam.
Oh fuck!
All right. Yes.
I knew
You
it.
know, fried spam is good.
I was hoping for pepperoni or something. Would have been.
I was thinking just ham, like sliced ham.
Or ham. Yeah, that would have been fine.
I was saving ham for 2, but then we got down. I was like, they're gonna have some
Good
shit
thing-
like liverwurst.
Good thing this dies as soon as you change the
Right.
screen.
Right. Wait, you didn't put your ranking on there.
I know. Hold on. I would probably go. I would probably go roast beef, 'cause that's what I always get at Subway. Then I'd probably go turkey, then bologna, then salami, then spam. That'd be me.
Yeah, because both 4 and 5 for mine are better when they're fried.
Sherry, okay, we got some salami lovers out there. Oh, but Sherry retracted. We saw that.
She thought maybe I was going to say.
Only fried bologna and only fried spam. All right, yeah, you can do that.
Yes.
I thought maybe she was worried about the salami jokes. Rank the injury. Yeah, I was going to say Infinity already answered, but we all know what his would be.
Splinter. These will just be minor injuries.
5. Now, shit. You said minor injuries. Yeah, I'll go 5.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go 4 and I'll say 5 just in case.
Yeah, that's
because
smart.
a splinter sometimes is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is, especially if you don't pull it out. Paper cut.
Paper cuts suck.
Paper was going to be on there. They can, especially depends on where you get them at too.
I'll go 3. Infinity said 4.
I'm gonna play safe and go 3.
Stub toe.
Oh, hell no. I'm going 1 with that one. That shit pisses me off.
Infinity must think that I'm going to have like broken leg or something on the list.
Yes, I'm waiting for that shit.
See, stub toe is number 1 for me because a hurt hand is right after because I'll punch something. Because that fucking sucks.
Fuck. Yeah, 2. I'm going to go 2.
When you bite your tongue or you bite your lip.
That can be up there because that's just, there's nothing you can do to fix that, really. You just got to ride it out.
That shit annoys me, though.
Yeah, I'll go 2 with that one as well.
Dude, Magic's in a dilemma.
What's the
here.
most severe? Because I'm waiting, because I know you. I know there's going to be some fucked up answer.
Or there might not be. Or it might just be hemorrhoid or something.
I'll go 1. I'm just going to go 1. I'm going to go 1.
Ooh.
That's risky. Pinched nerve.
Oh, that sucks. I would have put that in like 1 or 2.
I definitely would have put that up there. See?
Well, the thing with a pinched nerve, though, is as bad as it is, it's usually gone pretty quick, but then you're worried that it's going to come back.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shit, now I can't move in that certain way I moved a minute ago.
And it really depends on where that pinched nerve is at.
The worst is 1, yep.
Yes.
What would I do? I'd probably go stub toe. Then I'd probably go... Man, I get so angry when I bite my own lip or my tongue. It's more of just being mad at myself for doing it.
Sherry said stub toe, bite tongue, paper cut, splinter, pinched nerve, only because never experienced. Well, damn, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we got one more. Stuff from the vending machine. Yeah, pinched nerve. I do really dislike pinched nerves. Pop-Tarts. Any flavor you want. But you know they always got some shitty flavor in the vending machine.
Yeah, just cinnamon. I'll go 3.
Yeah, I'll play the safety because that's why I got a high ranking.
Sun chips.
Ugh, 5.
Sun chips. Yeah.
Sun chips are fucking gross.
Man, people.
No, you know what? I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to put it at 4.
Infinity says 3.
Joey said 1 for sun chips.
We know what to get Joey for his birthday. Reese's peanut butter cups.
Damn.
I know that's just coming out with the banger right there.
I'm gonna go 2.
Infinity's going 1.
I'm gonna go 1.
Kind of hard to beat the Reese's PBC.
Yeah, you know what? Put me at 1.
Ooh, I'd almost let go.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, damn.
I thought about it as I was
Just in
waiting.
time. Cheez-Its.
Okay. Cheez It. I don't like cheese, but oddly enough, I do like Cheez-Its. Put it at 2 just to be safe, because I don't know what fucking the next one.
He's gonna have corn nuts on there. So 5 for me.
Oh, 5 on Cheez-Its? Oh, Magic's not feeling the cheese.
Infinity
dude.
says because there's no
Lisa-
cheese in them.
Joey doesn't like the
It
Reese's.
isn't.
All right, let's see what the last one is. Snickers.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So I would have just put Snickers at 2 and moved everything down. So, but other than that, that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with all of that except for the Sun Chips, which is just gross.
See, I'd probably
Yeah.
go
You
Reese's,
can replace Sun Chip with corn nuts.
Snickers. Then I'd probably go Sun Chips 3, then Pop Tarts and Cheez-Its. Any kind of cheese cracker, I just am not feeling any kind of cheese cracker. But Sun Chips are okay. I think Sun Chips come in different varieties, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah, so there's a couple Sun Chips I like.
If anybody's interested, Detroit's beating the shit out of Minnesota right now.
Oh, wow.
24-9.
Damn.
And to be
Third or fourth?
13 minutes left in the fourth.
Ooh.
So we got almost a whole quarter left.
I'm sure Clark is happy.
Yeah.
Oh, jalapeno Sun Chips? Might have to try that.
Jalapeno.
Brain puzzles. I think these are going to be very easy because I just used what I came across some easy ones.
Water. Water are you gonna hold? Hold on water?
Holy water.
Holy water it is.
Puzzle piece, autism, green lantern.
The color matters. You got you've said
Greenpeace.
I was going to say Biggie said the answer, just not together.
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Go on
ahead.
Okay.
Oh, Infinity got it.
Damn. Yeah, I was like, what is that? The crown on top made it seem a little weird, but I figured it out after he did. I'm trashed.
I can.
Say that again, Magix.
I can. Eye candy.
There it is. Eye candy. Oh, that was quick. We got to the trivia.
That's because you can't find any of it.
Yeah.
I sent you a link that had like 50 of them on there. Or were they too difficult? Or never mind, you didn't even look at it.
I'm about to look at it. Though.
That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
All right,
Well, bless your heart.
these questions I think were all about. Well, let's see. What can cause slow internet during peak hours? These will all be up Magix's lane.
I will not answer then.
This is every week for you. Why don't you just answer the damn shit? B for everything. I'm gonna go B.
Network congestion. He got it.
What if I said I'm not gonna answer then? Because I know all these too. Then we don't have anything.
Well, when we do one about laying fiber optic cable, well, the question though, if you read the question, it's specifically about peak hours. If it's router age or data caps, that's typically going to affect you at any time.
Yep.
What can reduce Wi-Fi interference in crowded areas? Reduce interference.
Changing channels.
I thought you weren't going to answer.
He convinced me to answer all the questions, so I'm going to answer all the questions, and then people are going to bitch about it. So
no, we're not.
I will answer every other question. How about
but
that?
We're only going to laugh if you get it wrong.
Okay.
What component is necessary for storing operating system files?
All of the above.
Infinity says hard drive, which is correct. What? You don't need a power supply to store files.
How are you gonna write those files to the hard drive without a power supply or a CPU to manage them, to transfer data? You need all of those to do that.
You ain't got none of those right now.
Exactly. Well, no, technically I do. I got a phone.
What does
all three of those are in this phone.
What does enabling QoS on a router do?
Prioritizes traffic.
All right. Good one. What does the ping measure in performance?
Latency.
Oh, you're going to be like that guy on Jeopardy that just plows through the category.
Imagine if he put all this to some use.
Where's the best placement for a router to maximize coverage?
Central location.
We're going to give you cracks at these. What's the function of the BIOS?
Load the operating system.
Good. What's the main benefit of using an SSD over an HDD?
B.
Ooh, actually, both B and C. SSDs have a longer lifespan than HDDs, and they have faster data access.
But the main benefit, according to ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. All right. I'm not even gonna
Can't argue with AI.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to be running the world one day.
They are. We're already past Skynet's on date.
Yep.
Beyonce's going to make a song about it.
It's going to be a country song. What's the main function of a modular power supply? That's kind of
right. Customizable cables.
That's right. What's the primary advantage of Ethernet over Wi-Fi?
Faster speeds, higher security.
I do like higher security, but I guess the primary is it's faster. What's the primary role of the GPU?
Rendering graphics.
Okay. You're blowing it up there. Infinity's right there. If you take into account the lag, Infinity probably beats you on that one. What's the purpose of a modem?
I don't know.
Converge signals. You got it.
No, what's that?
What's the purpose of ECC RAM? ECC, I guess, stands for error correcting code. Hence, reduce data errors. But ECC is fast, and it's probably efficient too. You know, I just hit my tooth.
Is that what that was? Holy
yeah.
shit.
You know, when I ask ChatGPT these questions, when I say generate like 20 trivia questions, I have a stipulation in there because you have to put all the stipulations in your prompt. I say, make the questions definitive, you know, where there's no room for any interpretation any other way. And this is the questions, like, it always comes out with these questions that are, well, it could be this or that. And that's exactly what I tell ChatGPT to avoid. But it just can't seem to do it. It always generates a bunch of questions where it's just, there's not like a black and white answer. You know, it's like, well.
I have a question for you on that. When you're doing your ChatGPT prompt, do you write it out like a sentence with that, like saying, "Do not do this," period. "Do not do this," period. Or do you say, "Following these criteria: 1, do not do this; 2," and like have it like as a list?
Here's my exact prompt. Blah, blah, blah. Also ensure no word of the answer is a word or derivative word of the question. Ensure the answer is absolute, not a what is the most common, for example, format of question. Factually true and not debatable.
All right, so it's written out like a paragraph, not like a listing.
Right. Yeah, but...
So I'm wondering if you get, if ChatGPT will take it if you put it in a list, if it will...
I mean, my prompt, it's a super long prompt. And I use the same prompt over and over, but I'm always trying to tweak that last part.
Well, I mean, the way everybody talks about ChatGPT and everything else, shouldn't it be smart enough to decipher all these things and figure out what you're actually asking for? Yeah. Instead of just collecting data from the internet and spitting it out there as your answers, because that's exactly what it's doing.
Right. So that's why people say with like ChatGPT, AI in general is only as good as the knowledge that's fed into it.
Yeah.
But if it can't decipher or put together certain things like this, then you got to wonder, or is this like something that's going to be on the paid version of GPT?
Yeah, if I want somebody to come up with shit for me or answer my questions, but have them also not be able to interpret exactly what I want, then I'll just talk to some other dumb idiot on the fucking street. Right. Because I give instructions to people on the daily, and they can't seem to figure it out.
That is very true. Yeah, I typically what I do is I have it generate 40 questions because I know I'm going to dump at least 15 of them for being stupid questions.
Yeah. Infinity. What the hell was that?
What's the purpose of thermal pasta?
A light?
This was one of my prepper lights that I bought when I first got here.
Oh, is it dark?
They have power outages. This thing sucks.
B.
So I'm probably gonna have to order some much better lights.
What is the role of DNS?
B.
Okay, you guys are smart. Y'all's is smart. What should you do first if your device cannot connect to Wi-Fi? See, this is another one of those where it's like
B.
If you're Tommy, change the ISP.
Yeah, cancel the service. Cancel the service that needed to connect. What action can improve streaming performance?
A.
C.
Changing the router color.
Yeah.
What component affects the refresh rate and resolution capabilities?
A.
The GPU. What component connects all other hardware in a custom build?
B.
That you can buy at Fry's Electronics. What component determines the type of GPU?
Motherboard.
I thought I got rid of one of those. What component is responsible for executing instructions?
Motherboard.
CPU, just like you said.
Which is on the motherboard.
Everything's on the motherboard. What component cools down the PCU, the CPU?
The PCU.
The motherboard.
C? Yeah, C.
Which is on the motherboard.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah, y'all be sleeping on motherboards.
What frequency is best for long-range Wi-Fi coverage?
I'm going to leave that one open. Let me see what y'all think.
A. Yep.
2.4 gigahertz. And what memory type is volatile and loses data when powered off? SSD, ROM, or hard drive?
Magic needs control to lead.
We're going RAM. For all you people out there that don't know, RAM stands for Random Access Memory. And this is the last one. Why is the 5 gigahertz band recommended for streaming? Never heard that before.
Everybody said A.
I guess there's not as much traffic in the 5G range.
Didn't we just talk about how 2.4 is for long range?
It's longer range, but it's more commonly used.
It is wider as well. That's yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I have a couple riddles.
Riddle me this.
I am white when I am dirty and black when I am clean. What am I?
Farmer's daughter. Sorry.
Chalkboard.
Joey got it. What can you catch but not throw?
A cold.
Oh, look at you. Did you hit the smelling salt?
Damn.
No, I forgot. This game is crazy. It's not close. It's fucking about to be 31-9.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me switch scenes. Is TikTok still screwed up?
Yeah, it's still kind of
all right.
Choppy.
My tea's all gone. My cuppa. I'm gonna go water. I don't feel like getting up because it's starting to get cold in here. So the next time I get up will probably be to run back in the house.
You have a question in the chat.
Going to the chat. Oh, hold on.
As he looks at it, yes, I did get it.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold out here. In the garage. But I did bump the heat up to 80 before we started, but now it's dwindled down just because of the little cracks in the garage doors. So now I'm starting to chill. And I could put on, well, I didn't bring a hoodie with me. I brought a big jacket, so I don't feel like putting on the big bomber.
Is that Magic's with the
Fast and
big
Furious
truck
going
sounding?
on?
Yeah.
That was Creepo rolling by playing Cypress Hill. I think he's looking for the house.
Yeah. I think I'm going to head in though, because now it's starting to get uncomfortable. A little too cold. And we got to get Magic's fixed up. What's today? Sunday?
Yeah.
So Magic, do you think you're going to be back in business by Wednesday?
I'm hoping I'm back in business by tomorrow evening at least.
All right.
I mean, because, yeah, this sucks. Like, you don't realize how much you use technology.
What's your setup? You're just on a phone and you have it on speaker and you're just talking into the mic?
Speaker.
Oh, okay.
I got my Bluetooth in and my little cheap Walmart on backup battery to keep it charged. I knew we were going to be on here in a minute. My light is actually the LED light from one of my key lights or one of my lights for the cast. that came with those portable lights. So I charged that. It was up. I forgot one of them doesn't take a charge, so that was a wasted like 4 hours. And then I got my my Ryobi's, or not Ryobi, yeah, Ryobi work lights. So I got that on, and I'm thinking about like literally all this shit is happening, and my mom had a little medical incident, so I had to order some medical supplies that I thought I had, but I don't. About disaster prep, really. So, like I said, I was going to ask Tom. I was like, do you have something like this stored up at your house for like when the power goes out? You know, little pull-up lantern. And if so, are they bright or do they suck like these? Because I think these would be good for camping, but not in a power outage situation like this.
We had a
where,
couple
like,
of those. Yeah, we had a couple of those, and they were good for a little while. They're not super bright, but that one looked pretty bright. The ones we had were not too bright, and they didn't seem to last very long. But now because we have power outages, I guess power outages here are more common than when we lived in the city. But I have a big V-mount battery, and I have a light, one of my video lights that the V-mount battery mounts onto, and it that thing will last like 2 days at a decent amount of, like, at a low level on the light, but it's still bright because it's a big circular circumference type of light, like a pancake light.
Right.
So it gives off a lot of light, and I can keep it at like 1%, and it's still very bright, but that'll go for like 2 days off that battery.
Damn.
So that's like my main backup now. Whenever we have like questionable weather on the horizon, I'll just make sure that that's fully charged and set up somewhere. And it stands on a tripod so I can move it wherever I want. And then we have some USB-C flashlights. Like we have a little stockpile of those. So we keep those charged up. And then the
That's what I was trying to get these for. Send me a link for your USB flashlights. Because I don't know what kind I can trust. And honestly, going off of reviews now on Amazon, not really good. It seems like they're all AI generated, or they're just paid employees just leaving comments. So
yeah.
if you got stuff that works, I'd rather take my advice from people that I know that have actually used the product than these reviews. I mean, because these reviews on these, 4.5 stars. But now that I have it, I'm like, this thing is shit.
Yeah.
Like one of them is, these have been plugged in for over a year now. I came in a pack of 4, only 3 of them work. The one that doesn't work barely lights up. Technically it works, but it's shit. What were you asking me?
I was gonna say, why is it shit? It's just not bright enough, or what?
Yeah, so this is not very bright at all. Like, it looks bright because it's on the phone, but there's not really a way to show it. Your phone, just tapping on the screen on your phone is brighter than this light.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't look like it'd be very effective.
Yeah.
I do have some more shirts coming. So I got Magix's shirt on the way, and Infinity can send it in the Slack, his shirt size. Hopefully I have that covered, and it's not something that's like extra small or something, because I didn't order extra small.
Medium.
Medium, yeah.
No, I said medium.
Oh, medium. What's that? A she medium?
Yeah, it's I joke. Yeah. I'm hoping
I didn't order any low cut V-necks. So.
That's a damn shame.
Although you do got me contemplating possibly poking a hole through one of these windows to run an extension cord. I'm literally charging my phone in like spurts. Like I'm running it. I took off the battery saver, that prevents your battery from going fully charged and staying that way. So first time it just charged to 100%. I'm probably like took it off like 2 hours ago. I'm already down to 47%.
Damn.
But I've been using it constantly from that time. Like looking, I was like, shit. I can't play my Xbox. If I upgrade my Xbox, I could play my Xbox on my phone and through my Azorpa monitor. But I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's just a waste of fucking time. But yeah, like I have nothing really to entertain my mind with from the time I wake up till this, other than like do a little bit of shit around the house. But like I said, I avoid most other contact because, like I said, everything is being blamed on me for this shit as it is. So I'm not trying to handle that.
As it should.
Of course. You know, good living.
When is your next trip back to Phoenix?
I honestly don't know. Because honestly, it depends on what this is gonna cost. Like if this drains my bank account and I have to take another hit out of my 401k to cover this shit, like if it's gonna be like $10,000 or something like that, it's gonna be a minute.
I don't think it's gonna be that much.
I didn't think. So here's the thing. I didn't think getting the pipes fixed were going to cost that much, and they did.
Yeah, it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you're pulling out a pipe, like a water pipe that has a clear access, I had to pay $7,000 to get it the underground underneath the house drained out, and then it was another $6,000 for them to disconnect the pipe at one end of the house, pull it through in sections, and chop it up as they pulled it out the other side of the house. They didn't take it anywhere. They literally left the broken, cut up pipe underneath the house and then installed a new pipe.
It's your property.
But that's not something a handyman can do.
Yeah.
No. We had to pay the full-on plumber, and then we had to contract out to do the defunctation of underneath this house. And that's what I'm worried about is the defunctation underneath that side of the house. And I've tried using Google Earth to see an image of this house.
If you can see the funk from Google Earth, then you got issues.
No. I was trying to look at the layout of the house to see if there was a pole. No. I was trying to see if this house had a pole in the backyard.
Oh,
and it had a concrete slab, it looks like. It could have been a drain pool, but then prior to that, everything else is just out of focus, blurred.
Hey, maybe it's a bunker. Area. Maybe you got a bunker back there.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm looking at this shit. Like I've lived in California before. I lived in Arizona, lived in Texas. I've never walked on grass that was like a sponge. Like I went in the backyard and it was like walking on a wet sponge. Like every step was like water just squishing out everywhere. So that's why it made me think this water's not being drained into the ground. That usually means you got
like a sewage problem. Like your sewage is leaking into your yard.
The sewage is on the other side of the house. I've been here for that. I've been here for that. It's not sewage. No.
Sewage spreads.
Anyway, I'm hoping it is. I know it's going to cost me some money. I'm hoping it's not going to kill my bank account because I would like to take a real vacation at some point.
Hey, we've talked about Sophie Rain before, right? Where she made. In the last year, she made like 44 million from OnlyFans. Yes. And then she started this thing called the Bop House, right? Where she got a bunch of hot girls. House? Yeah, a bunch of hot girls live in the Bop House.
Okay.
The Bop House crew made $10 million last month.
And he's trying to get you to be a pimp.
No. What I was going to say, and then I saw somebody else bring up the statistic that 1.4 million girls in the United States or wherever are on OnlyFans. Is that number shocking or is that low? Like, is that lower than you would think? Higher or like?
How many?
1.4 million girls are. Do we call? I mean, technically, are they sex workers?
Hey, I mean,
well, it depends. I say it depends, and I think it's underwhelming.
You think that that number would have been higher?
I think that number should be higher, yes.
I feel like because I never really paid attention, like I haven't heard a number to compare it to, that maybe it seems like a lot. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in this world. So for only to be one mil, yeah, that's less than I probably would have guessed.
All right. But Magix doesn't consider them sex workers?
I don't. It depends on the condition. I mean, I don't know. I think I watched a documentary on HBO some years ago. It's kind of like saying strippers are sex workers. Unless they're fucking other people, performing services on other people, they're not sex workers.
You don't think strippers do that?
Topless, bottomless?
I'm
Those aren't
just
sex
saying,
workers.
look, I don't care what you say. You can be one of those, all strippers are whores and all women are whores. And,
No, we're not saying they're whores.
At all.
No,
We're saying they're sex workers.
Is this. But there are people that say all strippers are sex workers. All strippers are whores. Or all strippers are fucking people.
If you show your boobies in public, well, at a strip club, you're not a sex worker.
Nope. That means every actress that's ever performed nude in a movie, film, TV show is a sex worker.
No, but that's for a particular
artist.
That's to portray something. A stripper is literally there to get naked and make money from it. It's a direct thing.
Right.
But there's no sex involved.
Yeah, you don't understand sex then.
I understand sex a lot. What I'm saying is the difference between what is typically considered a sex worker is someone who is actually prostituting out.
So you consider a sex worker.
You work in the street.
So
you
basically you're saying it's a hoe.
Movie theater.
You're saying a prostitute.
If you're
20-year
performing
reference.
on someone else,
That's a 40-year reference.
What about pornography? Are those sex workers? They're not prostitutes.
That's where I say the fine line is, because there's a lot, and this is why I say with OnlyFans, there's a lot of OnlyFans people that are like, oh, well, yeah, she's having sex with somebody. Yeah, that's her husband. That's her boyfriend.
He's hoping
Does that mean
his
she's
favorite
a sex
OnlyFans
worker?
girl hears this, so she's impressed.
I mean, does that mean she's a sex worker? She's having sex with her husband or boyfriend. They're just doing it on film.
Yeah, but they're getting paid for it.
Hey, if you got
He's a sex worker too.
If you got a sex worker in your family, blink twice. Okay. Just checking, making sure you're safe.
Look, man. Look, you can look. Like Sam, if you're watching, I'm using your phrase here. You can take my opinion and shove it up your ass, wipe your ass with it, throw it against the wall. I really don't care. That's my definition. OnlyFans are not sex workers unless you're fucking somebody who paid you to fuck you on OnlyFans, and that's it. If you're doing the act of hoism on OnlyFans, and that's how you're making money. Hey, you do you, boo boo. Be careful out there, but you're a sex worker. If you're an OnlyFans and you're twiddling your bean in your bedroom and no one else is around you, you're not a sex worker. You're a sex performer. But you're not working on somebody else's.
So no. You just killed your own.
Yeah,
you just killed your own shit.
You stepped into something.
You're not working on someone else. That's.
No, a worker doesn't mean.
Oh my God!
Never mind.
Defining worker. Okay.
I know. I forgot. You know everything, so it's all good.
I'm not saying I know everything, but you're literally sitting there trying to shoot down my opinion. I'm just trying to explain my opinion.
You just said I could shove it up my ass or do whatever I want with it, so I'm just trying to make sense with it. And now you're telling me I'm not allowed to do that either. This is like your rules that you like to put on people that I'm not allowed to do this or do that.
Can you hear that? My heater kicked on. That means my temperature has gotten below the threshold of comfort.
So what is your threshold of comfort?
I think it's 60 degrees.
Oh man, you gotta drop that to 50.
Shit, that is too cold.
And put a hoodie on.
So what's the temperature? Yo, that is the funniest thing. So you know how I told you it would take forever to my mom get used to Alexa? She sat in there for like a half hour trying to get Alexa to turn off the light and turn on the heater. This is after I explained to her after an hour. I was like, there's no internet, no phone. And I'm just listening. Alexa, turn on the heat. Alexa, turn on the light.
You're talking about the heaters that catch on fire, the Govies?
Yeah.
Oh, we found the source of your problem.
There's your problem. No, I still use two of mine. I still use two of them. I didn't do the refunds, the rebates.
Yeah, it's voluntary. So, yeah, but I had to explain to her. I was like, there's no internet, no phone. Voluntary quicker calling me. We can't get hold of your phone.
The jet engine just kicked on. Now it's burning the propane.
Oh, you got one good ones. But Tom, send me a link for
this
the
is a gas
USB lights.
heat. The what?
The USB lights. And I was going to ask you,
I'll send you the link.
A generator? You have a generator at your house?
Yeah, it's like a 7,500 watt. It's pretty decent.
How expensive are those?
Not bad. I mean, maybe like, I don't remember, but at the time we had just gone through like a 12-hour power outage, so I was pretty much ready to buy something, whatever. But I did want one that took propane. So this one is a switchable, like I can pour gas right into it, like regular gas, unleaded. But I've never done that. It has a line to hook up to your propane tank. So I just keep I have a bunch of propane tanks that I keep filled up. So whenever I need the generator, because propane tanks will last forever. If you pour gas into it, the gas eventually over time will degrade. So I don't ever pour gas into my generator. I just always use the propane tanks.
Are we talking used car prices or new PS5 prices?
No, I mean, it's probably like the price of a PS5. It's under $1,000.
I wonder if you can hook those up to your propane at the main line. Because we have propane going to the house.
I think you can.
Well.
If you have an outlet for it, like a free outlet. I don't know about all that, but I think that's how those big generators work, like the big Generacs that are propane powered. Like you just run your gas line to it.
Okay.
But all right, I can't hear myself.
To the USBs.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. Infinity's going to send me his shirt size. I guess we'll wrap it up because I'm starting to freeze now. My heat.
Big A's going to send some links to some non-sex working OnlyFans people for me to evaluate.
No, I can't do that.
No.
He wouldn't know. Wink, wink. Blink twice. Well, what's the score of that game? Is it over?
It's about to be. It's 31-9. 2 minutes left in the fourth.
Damn. Yeah.
And Detroit has the ball, so yeah, it's going to be over.
Shout out to Clark. Hopefully he bet some money on that.
He did. He definitely did.
His 401k just doubled.
Shout out. I want to give a shout out. Apple TV fucking make an Android compatible app so I can watch Silo on my phone.
Oh shit! You gotta watch Silo.
I gotta finish it. I'm like 3 episodes behind. I can't watch it because there's no Apple TV app for.
You gotta switch to an iPhone.
Get you an iPhone.
That's not
Go buy yourself an iPod. That's right up your alley.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Still got one. iPad Mini.
Still got one.
All right, cool. Well, thanks to Sherry, Lou Cipher, and of course the homie Infinity in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We will be back here Wednesday night. If you're watching on TikTok, if it's not too unpleasant on TikTok, be sure to go to technicallyunsound.com and subscribe to the channel there and catch all of our old episodes. Whoa, that was weird. My thing is kicking on. What do you call that thing? The gate. It's confusing me. And I'm going to go through Magic's link that he sent me for brain teasers and trivia so that we can have a Magic's level event next Wednesday. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the flip. Peace out. Stay warm if you're in the Midwest, because it's crazy.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Later.